What's up, pimping man? Hey, I just want to say thank you for stopping by the little platform we got right here going on. I want to say I appreciate you. And first off, are you Mexican, perro? What's the nationality, dog?
100% hermano de México. Mi papá es de Guerrero y mi mamá es de Guadalajara.
You're a cocho. That's right, my boy. You ever heard the terminology cocho?
No, no, I have not.
Okay, well, cocho is like a native tribe of people that live in Guerrero, and they call each other cochos. You know, like if you meet somebody if you ask your parents, they'll probably tell you about it. You know what I mean?
My dad was de Ojo de Agua.
Okay. Hey, well, check this out, my boy. First off, I'm very intrigued, and I would like to know how the Raza from Chicago get down, homie. You know what I mean? Because I don't
Well,
know.
look, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I always push my raza agenda out here because a lot of our Latino hermanos y hermanas don't know that there's a very beautiful Latino community out here in Chicago that's very thriving. It's actually the second most profiting neighborhood in Chicago that brings money to the government yearly,
Ooh,
and nobody speaks about it. Nobody speaks about it. It's very thick in its culture. Um, I've been to partes de Mexico, and I can assure you that if you walk down Little Village, it'll bring you back memories de partes de Mexico.
oh, no
And I
way.
really and I really love Little Village for that. That's why I live here. I live here in Little Village for that reason. I don't ever want to move anywhere else because this is where my people are, and I will always do this for my people.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, so before we get ahead too much, go ahead and introduce yourself for those that don't know you yet.
Well, look, I'm Almighty Blessing from Chicago. I'm an upcoming rapper out here, and also as you can see, a very influential Latino in the neighborhood. And I always try to keep it positive with my people. I always try to push my people forward.
Influential how, papas?
Well, a lot of people here in the neighborhood. I go to a lot of the community gatherings when a lot of these white people try to come and gentrify our neighborhoods or try to harass our people because they don't speak English. I don't even speak English properly. You feel me?
Neither do I. Don't
It's
worry
it
about
takes
that.
it takes it takes people like us to defend our people, and
Yeah.
if we don't defend our people, who will?
Also, you active
So
in the
the
community. You active in the community.
very active, very active. I always keep my people first.
So in Little Village, right? Is it all Mexicans? Is it mixed with
All
black
Mexican.
people?
No, all Mexicans. La Villita for a reason. Is all Mexicanos, and some Latino America, like some Ecuadorians, some Guatemaltecos, but they're all raza. They're all our raza. We're all brown and proud.
So is there any Mexican gangs over there, or how does it work?
Yes, yeah. There's a lot of Mexican gangs in the neighborhood, but I would say the two main active gangs in Little Village would be the Latin Kings and the 2-6.
Oh, the
Uh,
Latin Kings. Oh, okay.
yes, yes.
So that's what
So
the Mexicans get jumped into over there.
yeah, basically, or the 2-6, like I said, it's Little Village is divided in two sections, one side or the other. Depending on where you're at is who you roll with.
And they don't get along or what?
Now they don't get along.
Also, there's two Mexican gangs way over there in Chicago. They don't get along.
Yeah, it's like
That's sad,
there's a
bro.
border.
That's sad, bro.
I know, man, and it's because the government, it's always been the government, putting our people in poverty, and pushing us to the limit where you grow up and all you can do is do bad things because that's the only way you can come up on money. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
like I tell people all the time, I try to spread the knowledge. Don't judge a book by its cover, or don't judge a gangbanger because you never know why he gangbangs or where was he raised or the reason he was raised in the neighborhood. A lot of these people that grew up in the neighborhood couldn't afford to live anywhere else. You see what I'm saying? It's a low income neighborhood. It had a lot of poverty. Where else are you gonna go? Everywhere else is twice the amount of rent. Coming from immigrant parents, where are your immigrant parents gonna get hired at? Where are they gonna have the opportunity to work a decent job and be able to support their family? So what does that lead us to? That lead us to being oppressed into a poor, low-income neighborhood where you have no other option but to survive.
Amen. Hey, you guys got fields over there, or where do the Mexican people work at?
No, well, fábricas,
Oh,
fábrica
fabricas. We got a lot of
de
fields over
jabón,
here. We have a lot of fields over here where I'm from, and that's where the Mexican people work at. That's why I asked. But
Oh, okay,
anyways,
yeah. Well, it's
going
fábrica.
back to the foundation of this live, I wanted to ask you, what got you into making music?
Man, a couple of things. The first one is I always see these Latino rappers. I used to look up to a lot of Latino rappers growing up, and I never really heard about a Latino rapper from Chicago, or a real down to earth, Latino que si habla español, you feel me, and can rap in español y inglés, can fluctuate from one language to another. I
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
give that to my people, because my people here in Little Village, and other neighborhoods in Chicago, there's other neighborhoods that are Latinos, but the most thriving is Little Village. They deserve that, they deserve to have somebody to be able to listen to that can fluctuate. I listen to old school, man. I grew up an old school Latino. I listen to Kid Frost, stuff
Yeah.
like that, yeah, Quinto Soul, JP and them, that's what I listen to. So I wanted to give that to my people, and I felt like I had the talent, and I felt like I had the ability and the platform in order for me to grow. That's what I've been doing.
That was a good video that you busted out when the full community posted you. You were Shahina wearing red. What was that about?
Oh, that's the oldies song. Like I said, I grew up on oldies. My whole family, all they did was listen to oldies, or listen to Little Rob too. That's who inspired me to do that one. Just having all that culture in my life, I wanted to give it back in a way, and I'm like, I want to make another oldies banger. I don't want oldies to die. I don't want oldies to die, because that's who defines who we are, man. Them the lowriders with your girl, no gang affiliation, none of that shit, just enjoying the sunset, hanging out, with your friends, driving around the downtown, showing off your whip, that's what I love. That's what I want to be a part of.
Well, it's
So I
all
made that
about
song
evolution,
already.
brother. It's all about evolution, and you gotta embrace it. You gotta embrace diversity. You gotta embrace evolution and all that. You just can't stay stuck. But I understand what you're saying, and I respect it as well. Hey, with no disrespect, what's up with that McDonald's Wi-Fi, perro?
Hey man, like I said, I live in Little Village, man. I ain't rich. I'm not gonna
You know what?
lie to anybody.
You know
I come
what?
from the hood, man. I'm still in the gutter.
I apologize, bro.
I'm
I see
not.
what
Look.
but it looks
I
kind of
tell I
blurry.
tell people. I tell people this all the time too. I tell the people this all the time. A lot of people, when they get a little clout, they start buying themselves designer clothes and that. Nah, that's not for me, man. I wanna be able to build my community, and if I have to wear fucking secondhand shirts, I don't mind. I don't care what people think about me at the end of the day,
No,
because
no, no.
I know I'm
Like I
doing
said,
something to my people.
that was out of pocket. I just thought it was something with the
No,
connection.
you're
I
fine. You're
didn't
fine,
know.
man.
I didn't know it was.
It's cool, hermano.
Hey, what's up with O Block? What's O Block? What is that?
So that's a gang. It's a block for a gang called the BDs. They're here in Chicago. They're very active in the rap industry, and a lot of the Latinos in the neighborhood listen to the BD rappers from O Block. So it's a very popular street that everybody knows. It's part of the trenches in Chicago.
So
People just can't
divide
just not
Chicago into hoods. Just divide it into
yeah
hoods. O Block. You got Little
yeah.
Village. What else you got into
So
community?
Little Village. And then O Block, which is the south side, over there by the 63rd through the 69th area. They over there is it's a black community, and there's a lot of famous rappers that came out of that black community who a lot of Latinos listen to and look up to. For example, King Von, rest in peace. That hermano, he passed away too young. But he was a thriving rapper out here in the neighborhood, and a lot of Latinos listened to him. And it's all gang beef at the end of the day. having that mentality because you grew up in a certain neighborhood. He grew up there, you know. So I completely understand what his mentality was,
Okay.
but you know that's where he's from, O Block. That's why that, you know, I don't know if you ever heard of any of the other rappers like Chief Keef, Little Dirk. Those are rappers from O Block. There's a group of them, and they all rap together. So everybody listens to them in Chicago.
Okay. So I'm from California. Never been to Chicago. Let's say I happen to transplant myself over there, and I'm going to the liquor store. What's gonna happen to me?
Well, it's all about what you're wearing at the end of the day. Over here, they do a lot of like the colors, you know. Black and gold, you know, that's Latin King. Black and blue, that's GD. Depending if you got your head to the left, the right, if you got a shag, if you got tattoos in your head, they pay attention to all that. You know, I don't know if it's like that in California, but it's like that out here. It's heavy with the gang affiliation. Any tattoo that looks wrong, even if you didn't know it was gang affiliated, that's already a target in your hand, you know,
So
or your head.
they're not gonna. I'm automatically a target if I have tattoos. They're not gonna ask.
No. That most of the time they just see and they think that you're part of the neighborhood that you're walking in. So if you see me walking in, you know, in Little Village, and let's say I'm on the Latin King side, and you see me walking, I got these tattoos that I look shiesty, like how I look, you're gonna automatically think I'm a Latin King, right?
But I
And
don't. I don't.
a
I
lot
don't.
of them.
I don't necessarily think that someone like me is gonna look like I'm from over there. They're gonna know I'm not from there. So, you know, I'm hoping they ask me where you from, and I say, well, I'm from California, brother. What's good, you know? And hopefully they give me a
We got
pass, you know what I mean? Because I ain't trying to get shot.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about Little Village. You know, most of the time it's not like they'll approach you and try to fight you unless they know who you are or they know who if you're affiliated with somebody. A lot of people come visit Little Village. It's a beautiful place. They don't bother you if you don't bother them. But like I said, that gambanging is heavy. So if you got tattoos, you're obviously gambanging. You know.
Okay.
So
Oh, okay, aside from that, right? Aside from that, um, what do you think about the rat code? What's the rat code over there in Chicago, brother?
look, we don't tolerate that. That's a no go here, you know. And like in California and any other state, you know, it's a no go. It hurts me. It hurts me that it's my people, but let's keep it real. We got to control our people too, you know. If it's coming from within our group, we got to handle that shit because now everybody's gonna think it's sweet. Everybody's gonna think it's okay to rat out on somebody that grew up with you, you know. And I mean, at the end of the day, everybody has a street code. I mean, you grew up in a neighborhood, you join a gang willingly, then you should definitely follow those rules, you know, all the way to the T. That's
What's
how it
up with
works.
what's up with those kids that ratted on El Chapo? Those twins.
Man, the Flores, yeah,
Where
man.
were they from? They were from any hood?
No, they weren't. As far as I know, I don't know if they gangbang, but you know, they look really, you know, they look like I'm gonna explain it to you. There's certain Mexicans that don't look like they gangbang. You know what I mean? So they go under the radar, and you'll never know who that person is until they fall. You know,
What's up with the
those people
hairstyle,
were.
brother? What's up with the hairstyle you got? That's like that means something over there or what?
No, I just do the braids because I'm trying to like I said embrace my family. We know we're Aztecas, you know, and
Of
I and
course.
I love Azteca culture, you know, and I know we used to wear the trenzas, and we had tattoos. We had tattoos on our face. Tattoos is a big part of our culture, you know, and I wanna celebrate that. I want to be able to show that on myself. So I got myself the braids and I got the tattoos going on. I might get more tattoos. We'll see how that goes.
You speak Aztec or no?
No, I would love to learn. I would love to.
You know what the language is called or no?
Nawal?
It's not why. All you gotta do is pay attention to it, bro. Google Translate will teach you everything you need to
It's
know.
hard. It's hard. I tried. Trust me. I sit down.
No, it's not, brother. It's so easy, bro. You just gotta pay attention to it. You just gotta want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
If you
And I
can
want
memorize
it. Trust me.
if you can
Huh?
memorize a verse, you're gonna memorize the dictionary. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
everybody is on the comments going crazy right now, talking about, are you that guy that called out 6ix9ine? I wasn't gonna bring it up, but they're going crazy about it. I mean, that's none of my business. You don't have to talk about it. But I did see that.
Well, I do want to clarify some things about that video. The only reason I'm getting involved in the first place, because like I said, it's none of my business. I'm just tired of that rapper talking a lot about the city. He's never been to this city long enough to understand how we operate here. He's never had any rivals, anybody that really got into it with him to the point where they're gonna try to smoke each other out here in the city. He's just doing it to get popularity because he knows that Chicago is known for a lot of gang violence. So he wants to use that as a stepping stool for him to look cool and look tough after he did whatever he did with the FBI or the police department, you know. And I don't like that. That's making us look bad. That's making my people look bad, those Latinos. And like I said, I love my people. I wouldn't want nobody to think we're snitches or we're rats, because we're not. We're warriors. We were born to be warriors, and that's what we are.
There's bad apples in every tree, brother.
Of course, always. And you know, what really hurt me is that I seen a video of him talking to King Von, rest in peace, to his little sister, and sending her a picture of his dead body. Come on, it's a young girl, man. You don't disrespect family like that. And no matter where you're from or who you're with, at the end of the day, family's sacred. We got a code out here. This is a code this is why I respect the gangbangers in Little Village, and I respect the community, because their code is don't touch kids or women. You know what I mean? Don't bother them. They have nothing to do with whatever beef you got going on. What
if it's domestic violence? What if you smack up your girl? What would happen to you?
Well, you know, that the police gets called, you know, that by the neighbors or whoever's there. Usually it gets handled by the police. They'll come up real quick. Hey, I'm gonna be 100. It's on the high now for staying, right? No se hubiera quedado. She should have left.
Hey, yeah, because that's a hard code. You know, that's a hard code to abide by. Yeah. You know? But anyways, brother, you know, I always have everyone that comes on this platform, I ask them, what's your message for the youth, Holmes?
Look, man, if you can make this happen, do it. Do never join a gang, man. Never join a gang. Let's keep ourselves. Let's stop ourselves from going down that hole. At the end of the day, if you want to join something with the community. Help your people. Help your comunidad. If you're bored at home, it doesn't take very much for you to go outside and support your community. Go outside, and if they're doing like a meeting for somebody that's getting closed down because they don't have papers, because a lot of people here are immigrants and they own businesses, you know, and sometimes there's a lot of racist police that stop a lot of eloteros or paleteros trying to act racist with them, or they dump their stuff on the floor. I don't like that, man. I don't like that, because my abuelita sells elotes, you know. My abuelito sells nieves. And they work hard for that money, you know, and most of that money don't even go to them. It goes to the family. Like they preserve their name, you know. And if I could give you advice, you know, do positive, man. There's music out here. I wish I would have known about, you know, I would have taken music more serious when I was younger. Maybe I'd be on a higher level of where I am now. It's never too late though. Look, I'm doing it now, so whatever age it is, just pick up a book, man. Listen to some. If you like music, play music. You know, if you play video games, everybody has their own thing. You know, go play video games. Get good at it and make money doing that. Everybody can make money doing anything. You just gotta set your mind to it. Like you told me, I gotta learn now.
No, I'm just saying, like, it interests me that I have the same interest in. We're miles apart, you know, and I learned.
And we're so alike.
You know, so that's why I just shared a little bit of positive energy. That's it, brother. You had anything else to for the audience before we go?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if y'all got, you know, much love to all of you, man. You know, keep driving. Let's keep this going. You know, and don't try to start problems with, you know, people that are from different razas, you know, because minorities got to stick together at the end of the day, you know. We've all been oppressed too long by the government, you know. I'm not saying attack the government officially on live,
Hell
but
no, don't
I
do that.
mean, you got to protect yourself. You got to defend yourself and defend the people around you. If you see an older person getting harassed or robbed or something, stand up, man. If you can be that person to stand up and defend them, do it, man. It doesn't take a lot.
Okay, so where can we find your music?
Almighty Blessing. I'm on all major platforms. You can
All
find
major
me on Spotify. Yeah,
Spotify.
all of them. Yeah, all
Okay.
of them. And YouTube, you know, even TikTok. Like my song Oldies, it went viral on TikTok. You know, it's got 15,000 videos, sounds made to it. You know, some of them with millions of views. Like I said, you know, you can find my music on all those platforms. On Instagram, Facebook, just Google Almighty Blessing.
Well, thank you for coming through, my boy, and with your blessing, I'll be uploading this on YouTube. So I'll shoot you the link once it's up.
I appreciate you having me here, man. I really appreciate you, man. We got a lot in common. Let's stay in touch. Maybe we
Viva
could
la
make something
raza.
happen.
For sure, do that.